Start me up. A record 5 million Americans started up their own businesses last year, and that startup boom is continuing into 2022. Question is, should your company be an LLC or an S-Corp? We have Michael Leonard of Leonard & Associates crunching the numbers for us. Is there a profit threshold that makes the difference?
There is a threshold, but I'd like to begin when you're first starting your business. It's always good to become an LLC first, because you don't know how much money you're going to make when you first begin your business. And if you're going to be an S-Corp, it has to be cost effective. When you are an S-Corp, you have to do another tax return, and then you have to do payroll. That means 941s and 940s throughout the whole year. So it has to make sense for you. But the very cool thing about being an LLC is you don't know how much money you're going to make. But let's say we get through half the year and you break that threshold. Because you were an LLC, I can retroactively go back to the beginning of the year when we made you an LLC and make you an S-Corp for the whole year. So the LLC is there for you with your tax preparer to let you know we can use this. If you do cross that threshold, we can go back and actually do it. But if you never became that LLC, there's no way we can make you an S-Corp in the middle of the year at the end of the year.
Michael, break down an example of the tax difference between an LLC and an S-Corp.
The threshold, it could be different. Let's just do this simple math. Ready? You made $50,000 in a net profit in an LLC. You make $50,000 profit in an S-Corp. I'm going to use round numbers. Let's say you pay 10% tax. That's both $5,000 in both corporations, right? But with the LLC, you pay self-employment tax. That's 6.2% to Social Security and 1.45% to Medicare. But you got to pay that twice because you're the employee and the employer. So that's an extra 15.3% in tax on top of what you made. So there you have your regular tax at $5,000. Then you got another $7,500. That's $12,500 in taxes. I'm just making $50,000. Switch over to the S-Corp. You made the $50,000. Now you're going to pay yourself a reasonable salary. Let's say $10,000. You're going to pay the self-employment tax on that $10,000, which is about $1,500. $6,500 now in the S-Corp. $12,500 in the LLC. You see, just on making $50,000 alone, the huge savings that you have there.
Explain what a pass-through means.
A pass-through means, for example, when the net profit on your S-Corp, remember I told you we're going to give you a $10,000 salary. That's basically giving a W-2 from your company to yourself. Now you still have the net profit of that business. That's going to pass through. You're not going to pay it corporate tax, and then it passes through to your individual tax, where you pay the tax on your personal tax return.
What about a Bitcoin business such as mining? Is that taxable? And what's your advice as far as maybe some write-offs?
Yeah, the IRS got their hands with the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency back in 2016. Before then, they didn't know what they were doing. But now that it's evolved and now people are doing Bitcoin mining, they're starting to make some money there. However, if this is what they're doing on a full-time basis, and it's not just a hobby and they're making money, you can't incorporate them into an LLC and start writing off their expenses. The computers that they're doing, say in Texas, to run the Bitcoin mining, or all their other expenses, such as their home office and cell phone and internet, to bring down the capital gains tax that they're going to have when they do their taxes at the end of the year.
Good advice. Thank you so much, Michael.
Thank you very much. I look forward to seeing you again.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.